For this tutorial, we have got 16 inches by 16 inches of white fabric, as well as batting, 1 inch by 2 inch, and 4 of these for the zipper tabs. We have got a zipper that is longer than the cushion. I mean, not by that much. We will be putting tabs on anyway. This one measures in at 21 inches, but make sure that you have something at least 19 inches. So, and then we've got the back for the cushion, which is going to be a tote bag material. And then also you're going to cut 2 strips of whatever you want for your borders, width of the fabric by 3 inches. You're going to put your outline drawing onto a USB, and we're going to put it into the Baby Lock Altair 2. Don't forget to join my Facebook group, and that is where you will find the free design. I am now over at the Altair 2. I have put my USB into the port, and I'm going to press IQ Designer. First thing we're going to do is line design, and then we are going to bring that in from the USB, and here it is the outline drawing of the cute fluffy bunny. Here we go, and I'm going to press set. Now, I don't have to change anything here. So if you did this in pencil and let's say you've got some background noise, that is what that is all about. But it is clear because we're bringing it straight in from a JPEG. Highly recommend doing that. This is what the drawing is going to look like. So I'm just going to press set on that. And here we go. This is the cute little fluffy bunny. And this one here is where it makes it so you can see the outline drawing. We don't want to see the outline drawing. I'm going to take it right down, and then we just want to see our stitches. So currently it automatically comes in as a satin stitch. This is where I wonder, like, what do I do here? So let's have a play about with some of these stitches. Let's have a look here. See what we've got. So we've got all of these different stitches, and the problem is actually picking one. But I think I'm just going to keep it as a satin stitch. And I'm going to make it a light pink. Let's try something different, hey? And then I'm going to press OK. And then you have to press this bucket here, because this one here is just making it so you can just draw here, and we don't want to do that. So I'm just going to undo. So I'm just going to press this bucket, and I can make it bigger so you guys can see what I am doing, and then I can apply that pink colour there. So now that has a satin stitch, and as well as it being pink. So another thing that we can do is we can actually put a fill inside of this bunny rabbit as well. We can have like a stipple effect if we want. Press OK. I kind of want to do an example on the red. Let's do that in pink also. Press OK. And then I'm just going to enlarge it, because you can't quite see it because the pink is so light. So as long as you're doing this inside of where the bunny is, it's going to fill. See, if I just do that, that means that I'm just painting it. And I really don't want to do that. It's going to take forever. So I want to do that bucket so I can just press on the inside of it and it fills it all completely. Actually, it didn't. It filled the outside, which means I've pressed somewhere on the outside of the bunny instead of inside the bunny. So let's just reduce it here. So I want to undo that, and I want to apply that inside of the bunny. There you go. So we've got a nice little stipple stitch right there. Once we press next, we can then change the run pitch. We could change the spacing in between it. So we can make it a little bit of a tighter stipple if we wanted to. And then we can change the distance of the stipples as well. So I'm quite happy with everything. Let me have a look here. I do like my zigzag stitch to be just a little bit more thicker. So I'm just going to make it the 120, and then I'm going to press set. And then I'm going to save it into IQ Designer. So if I want to come back and I want to change something, like I don't like that stipple inside of the bunny, then I'll be able to come back later on and change that. So then I'm going to press preview, and it's going to give us a preview of what the bunny looks like. Oh, how adorable. And also we can actually change the size before we get out of here. So we can actually put a box around the bunny. and change his size. So currently he's about 5 to 6. I think he's an okay size right now. I'm going to press OK, and I'm going to press next. Now I don't need to change anything, and I've already saved it into IQ Designer. I'm going to preview it, and it's going to show us what it looks like. Then I'm going to press this memory here. Once you press that memory, it will automatically go over into the embroidery side of things. So let me just show you here. So I'm pressed home. I can go to IQ Designer. I can open it up here, and then there's my bunny. And then I can cancel out of here, go back into the embroidery side of things, open it up, and my bunny is going to be waiting for me right here. So I'm going to select him and set. The next thing I want to do is add some wording around my bunny. So I can press add. I can go over to the text, and just like the fills, you've got so many different lettering. I always end up choosing the same one, and I don't know why. It's always this one. And I am going to write what I want to say on my cushion. So right here you can change the sizing of the lettering. I like to start just with a medium size. Then I'm going to change it over to the small letters, and I'm going to write bunny. Then I like to just set it. So don't worry, we can come back and change the lettering around to however we want it to be later. I am just going to add some things right now. So then I'm going to go back over here, and I am going to choose a different font. Maybe I should choose this one this time. I'm going to write squad. And there we go. I'm going to keep that in capitals, just have something different, and I'm going to set that. And then I can drag that and pull it down. Okay, so now that we've got here, I can tap on things and I can edit things all I want. So I can go in here, and if I do decide, okay, this isn't quite as big as I want it to be, I am going to press T here, and it takes me right back into that text. So then I can change the size of it if I want to. So I can make it bigger. Okay. I can change the array so I can have it like a little curvy, and I quite like that. Sometimes I don't like the array, and this time I do. And I'm going to keep the squad the same, just going straight across there. And then we can set that. And then we can just start moving everything around. What I like to do is edit here and move, and then it gets this little screen here. Instead of me going like this all the time, I'm wondering, okay, I might just put this here and this here. Is everything centered? I don't know. So I go here, press center, and it brings my bunny straight to the center. I'm going to press this. That'll take it back to the center, so I can then move my arrows up and down to get it positioned where I want it to be. There we go. So now I know that everybody is central. And then if I want to change the size again on anything, I can also hit this and make it bigger. It's Bunny Squad. And there. I don't like the black on here. I mean, it doesn't really matter because you are in control with what you put the colours in too. So let's just change the colour anyway. You can press on here, and I can pick this pink and OK, and I can come down here, press that and pick that as pink and press OK. And they're like, okay then, am I good? Am I good? Do I like everything? I think I do. This was quite an easy design. Don't forget, join my Facebook group and you will get this little bunny for free. So let's prepare our embroidery in the hoop. Some people will omit the stabilizer. It's totally up to you what you want to do. This is a cutaway stabilizer, and I'm just going to measure it out, and I'm going to put it in the biggest hoop that comes with me Altair 2. And that is a 9.5 by 14 inch hoop. Before I go ahead and hoop my fabric, I always like to find the center of the fabric that I am using. So I will fold it in half again, find that center by doing so, open it back up, get a friction pen, and I will just mark a little dot exactly where that center is. There we go. Just a tiny dot. And don't forget you've got this tool here that came with your Baby Lock Altair 2. This really has to be all the way in for it to work. So make sure that that is all the way in. And then you can use this part here to put inside of the hoop. So if you've tightened it too tight, then you can use that tool in order to weaken that in order to get it out. And don't forget it works the other way. So if you do struggle to get that tightened, then you can actually use it to screw it tighter. Okay, so it's in the hoopity hoop and we are going to get the design done. I'm going to press embroidery and it wants to do the stipple first. So, okay, let's do the stipple first. It's going to take 12 minutes. Really good. It's got 5,751 stitches and 4 colour changes. Okay, let's go. Okay, I've threaded my machine, or I'm not quite threaded it just yet. Just entertainment for a moment. I love this part. It threads the needle. Go, go, go. Yay, look at him. Okay, so he is done. Now he's threaded. I'm going to press the green button and it's going to start stitching. And it's stitching and it's stitching. It's doing that little meander that we put in, that stipple. And once it's finished, it's then going to do the lovely satin stitch. We're going to keep that lovely light pink in. It stopped. I pressed the green button again, and like I said, it's doing that satin stitch around the bunny. The Altair 2 isn't only just a embroidery machine, it's also a sewing machine. I absolutely love it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. I have over 500 tutorials on sewing and quilting. Lots and lots for you to be going at. And also that's that Facebook group that you should join in order to get this free design. And how about a comment for me right now saying how much you love this bunny, how much you love my tutorials, say hello, anything. It really helps my YouTube channel when you guys comment down below. Right, we're going to put in some hot pink into that thread. Watch that machine thread itself because it's just such a novelty to me. And we are going to then stitch out the word bunny. What I like to do is take it out of the hoop and give this a nice press. I took away the excess of the stabilizer. So I'm going to change my Altair over to sewing. Now we're going to add the strips onto the sides of our cushion cover. So do the two sides first, the two top and bottom first. And we're going to put them right sides together. Like so. And stitch them into place. Then I carried on and put the top and the bottom half on, and you want to press that just to make it lay flat. Now get your zipper tabs as well as your zipper and your tote bag fabric. And what you're going to do is you're going to fold that tote bag fabric in half. You're going to make a central line and you're going to cut that in half. So I'm going to cut the part without the zipper pull on first. And then what I like to do is have at least about 1.25 inches over. And then I'm just going to pull my zipper back on the other side. And just going to eyeball it. I'm going to cut about that much off on this end. I like doing cushions this way because it allows these side bits to lay flat and your zipper isn't getting in the way. It's just great. Okay, so the length of the zipper ends up being around about 18 inches. So then you're going to get your zipper tabs and you're going to wedge these in between, and they have to be right sides facing the zipper. So we're going to do a quilt sandwich on the zipper here. Don't be afraid of zippers, honestly, they're so easy once you get the hang of them. There you go. and we are going to top stitch that into place. I'm also going to do that on the other side. Once you stitch it into place, you're going to fold them back like so, and then you're going to stitch on the top here. The other side is always a bit trickier. Don't worry about it. There's more in life to stress about other than zipper tabs. So what I do is fold that in half, and I make sure I'm folding it in half with a zipper, the end of the zipper, not on the zipper tab. I want to find the center of my zipper. So I'm going to get a pencil or a pen, up to you. I'm going to mark that line. So then I've got a mark there, and I mark it on all four sides. So I do the front, turn it over, and then I'll do the back. Then you're going to fold this in half, and you're going to find the center of this. It's right there. Then you're going to place your zipper facing down. So your pull here is facing down. So we are going to grab our wonder clips and start gripping the side here. Grip as little or as more as you want. If you don't have wonder clips, I recommend you get some. Just makes it a little bit easier than trying to put pins through zipper tape. I always find it intriguing how people can do that, but anyway, so you're gonna have to sew all the way down. Oh, and it'd be a good thing to put your zipper foot on as well. Then you're going to fold this back, and you're going to top stitch this into place. Have you left me a comment yet? Please do. This channel has been going since 7 years, and I would love to get so many more people just like you watching my tutorials. It's not long now until you get a new cushion. Just bear with me. So the next thing you need to do is get your other side of your canvas. Make sure that the zipper pull is facing up, and then we're going to place this down, and then once again we are going to put our, like, you shouldn't have to find the center. It's going to be perfect from end to end, and we're going to place our wonder clips all the way down, and we're going to do exactly the same thing, and we are going to stitch into place. You're going to once again open up the cushion, and you are going to top stitch this section down. Just remember to make sure that this zipper tape is laying flat, because sometimes you can actually fold it over, and you do not want that happening. Another way of keeping this nice and flat is to take it over to your iron and press. Okay guys, this is important. Open the zipper. Very important at this stage. Cushion top is going to be face down over where your zipper pull is. So the zipper pull is facing you, and then this is facing down. Then you're going to just stitch all the way around the outside here. I like to put some wonder grips on. It's completely up to you. You can use pins. Now you're going to turn everything right sides out. Please could we have a round of applause for the Altair 2? And I have been your amazing instructor, Cassie Cartmel of Faodail Creation. And this is your Bunny Squad cushion. Hope you've enjoyed the tutorial, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.